Hey, what's up you guys? It's Zach with PCBros. We have another desk video. I know I just did one, but I thought I would help the ToastyBros out build this L-shaped desk from Flexispot. And it's also good content for over here on the PC side channel. So this is not a sponsored or affiliated video in any way. We do love Flexispot and we have quite a few of their desks. I just enjoy doing these desk videos and breaking down because, you know, it's a part of the PC gaming, PC building process is picking out the right desk and peripherals for you. So let's hop right in. So this L-shaped desk here can be found on Amazon or on the Flexispot website. The benefit of Amazon is sometimes you'll find them a little bit cheaper, more deals, faster shipping time. But there's a little bit more customization, like if you want a certain color on the website, and there's always some deals too here. So let's break down the desk. This is an L-shaped desk with the extra shelf and a lot of space. Now, this desk is not going to be able to support your PC tower unless you just have a really small one. If you have a bigger, more modern gaming PC, then you're definitely gonna need to get something on the floor to rest your PC tower or maybe something on the side. But keep that in mind when getting desk is how much space all of your stuff is going to take. This desk is great for multiple monitors. So if you have multiple monitors set up, you want a nice mouse mat and maybe even a laptop here doing other hobbies. This is what excites me about desks like this, is if you have ADHD like me, you want to do a lot of stuff in one spot. So you can have a game open, a video, doing some sort of other hobby on the right. Yeah, so it seems like you get plenty of space with these four little holders here. And this one might be slightly smaller, different, because I think, yeah, mine has four, the one I got. So the only downside on desk like this is it's going to be harder and take a little bit longer to build and assemble than a regular standing desk, but I'll get into that later in the video on how long it took me. And you're gonna need a lot more space for your setup. But this desk comes in 4 different colors, it looks like. We ordered the black one right here. I quite like the little brown accents for the handles. And on Flexispot, you actually get a little bit more of a breakdown here. And I believe, which we'll see when we open the directions, that you can actually change where this longer piece is. You can make it either a left or a right. All right, so now that we've gotten a quick breakdown of what this desk is about, let's fast forward to when the parts get here and get right to building, shall we? We are now in the ToastyBros HQ and the boxes have arrived. So this one actually came in 3 separate boxes. One box having all of the tabletop components, and then the other 2 boxes having the legs and the support for where the legs connect with the desktop. So let's go over what some of these components are and what you can expect. So laid out here, we have all of the different tabletop. This does have the shelves, which looks overwhelming because there's going to be a lot of pieces for it. But then it has the classic leg and foot setup like all of the other Flexispot desks. If you ever built a Flexispot desk, they use these specific lifting columns is what they call them, with the feet, and they're all pretty much the same. So you'll get kind of the gist on how to install them. And they have the support plates on the side that look real nice. And then the support beams that again connect that tabletop to the lifting columns or the legs below the desk. But here's some tools that you're going to need to build this desk. It comes with the appropriate Allen wrenches that you're going to need, but you will need a power drill. I highly recommend it. I wouldn't use a regular Phillips screwdriver. It's just not going to work as well. And when you're working with wood, even if the holes are pre-drilled, I just think it's a lot nicer to have that power drill to get a nice, cleaner, quicker job done here, especially when you're working with this many parts. So unfortunately, the time lapse that I did of me building was somehow corrupted on my iPhone. So I'm going to do my best to walk through the steps step by step here in this process and just explain which ones were easy, which ones were hard, if I had any trouble, and about how long this build took for me. So this actually comes with 2 different direction books. It doesn't seem to really matter which one you start with. There will be a point in the middle of the directions that you'll see where it'll say connect the tabletop tabletop to the beam and the lifting columns, the legs. And at that point, you're going to move to the other one. I started with building the legs first and then the tabletop and then connected them. When you first start and open up the direction book for the tabletop, you're going to have to make a decision whether you want this to be left facing or right facing. So basically where you want that long L to be. So that's really preference, and it's going to give you two different direction paths to take, an A path and a B path. So I just went with A just to keep it simple. So these first two steps are pretty much all that you can do on the tabletop section before building the legs. So you're going to connect these two wooden tabletop pieces with the wooden dowels. Super easy. And then after that, you're going to install the panels or brackets that hold it all in place. That's it. And then after that, you're going to have to connect the whole bottom half. The bottom half starts out pretty much essentially how all the Flexispot desks start. You're going to insert the two lifting columns into the long support beam. And this is just as easy as using 4 screws on each side, using that Allen wrench. And then after that, you're going to install the feet. Another 4 easy screws on each side. And then you're going to do the same with the small support beam, which is going to be that third leg. And they have these nice little bracket faces that go on the sides to really lock it all in and be the foundation for the tabletop, as well as looking nice. So when you're connecting the short and the long beams, this is where you're going to make the decision which side you want the desktop to be on. So left or right. Then once you finish that, this is when we connect the bottom half to the tabletop. This part gets a little annoying for me because you're trying to line up these tiny holes that you can't see very well, as well as lifting this pretty heavy bottom half. I'd recommend getting help with it to get it on there, line it up right. You might have to get a little light, shine it down the holes, make sure the holes line up with the holes on the bottom half so you can drill in seamlessly. And once you get that first screw in, it all kind of locks into place. So once you finally have it connected, it's all drilled in. You are going to add the little cable management tray, as well as the keypad to go up and down. This next part looks daunting on the directions, but it's actually really easy. The power brick and connecting all the cables to the lifting columns so they have power. There's really no way to mess it up other than not plugging them in. All the cables match really well with their respective spots. There's not really much confusion with them. And then you connect the keypad to the power brick as well. So you're really connecting everything to this power brick. And then after that, we are going to install what are called the baffles. These are hiding the cables. This part was really easy and just a couple screws and just making sure the cables are all tucked in nice and not pushing or bulging it out. And now that that's all done, we flip the desk back over and we are now going to install the shelves. The shelves are very easy. They work very similar to how you connected the desktop itself. You use those little dowels, connect all 3 pieces, and then there's going to be some brackets that hold it in together. And then to install the actual columns for the shelf, you're going to be using these little wooden pieces. You're going to have that screw that goes in vertically. They're all just going to rest in that, and you're going to lock each into place. And then the table or the shelf top is going to rest on that. So you're building the foundation, the columns for the top of the desktop. It actually all fits really nicely and is pretty satisfying once it's done. After that, you just install the fabric drawers that fold out. Extremely easy, doesn't take any time. And there's a little bit of hole plugs too at the end to really wrap it all up nicely and make it look good. So let's see how this desk looks now that it is all built. I think this desk turned out beautifully. I absolutely love it. I think I'm actually going to buy this one for myself for my home setup because I like how versatile it is. Great for gaming, even though I can't fit a full tower or pretty much any gaming PC tower at all. Anyway, I feel like if you can compromise with that, it has a lot to offer. It looks absolutely good too. I mean these cloth little holders here don't feel the absolute best, but I think they get the job done nice. And I always have trouble with keeping things organized on my desk, so having that will help a lot. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this desk. Are you an L-shaped desk fan, or do you prefer a regular standing desk? Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm sure there's going to be more desk videos, so let me know what desk you want me to build next. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.